Hello, everyone. We're wearing pink.
Yes, we are.
Well, diversity in that.
Yeah.
Like last time. We're reviewing Barbie today. That's what we're doing.
We are.
And we got... Actually, I'm going to let you do that.
Should I introduce
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Saffron.
I'm Bianca.
Bianca actually last year
Has been on the podcast.
has been, but then she pre-ordered herself for this episode. So I kind of...
My favourite movie was Barbie. Princess and the Pauper.
Mm.
So
Yep. Not Godfather, not none of that. That's what it was.
Barbie animated movies are actually really good.
Mm. Haven't seen them yet.
Neither.
Planning
I
to.
haven't seen them yet. How many are there?
There's like a lot. There's
30?
at least.
There's at least about
like
30.
Princess and the Pauper, 12 Dancing Princesses.
No, you don't need to say them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, as tradition on the podcast, it's usually we get our top 5 favorite movies for the guest. So,
Yeah. And so everyone's heard Bianca's one.
yes, we've had Bianca's.
Movie knowledge out of 10 though. What's it? What's it sitting at right now?
Probably pretty low, actually. Maybe like 6, 5, possibly 4.5.
That's not that low. That's
Pretty good.
That's
That's a humble answer.
yeah. I like that. 1 being like a dude on the street. 10 being
What? He might know movies.
I mean, 1 random guy on the street that speaks about cars all the time,
Okay,
and then Quentin Tarantino is a 10.
Okay.
maybe we'll move it down to like a 3.5.
Damn, that was a quick change. Okay, and your top 5. Oh, you can have honorable mentions as well if you would like.
Ooh, possibly. Okay. Top would probably have to be like Alice in Wonderland because I'm just very obsessed with that.
Which one though?
Literally any of them.
All right.
Probably should I just say all of them? Take up my top 5. No, I'll just go the Tim Burton one. My second is probably Cruella because I love a good villain origin.
It's actually a good movie.
good film.
Mm-hmm.
How to Train Your Dragon would be my third.
Yeah, it's bang on.
Pretty good.
Matt's gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
Mitchell's versus the Machines. That's like a Netflix film.
Oh,
Is that the animation
That's a good
one?
It's an
one.
animation one.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
really like the animation in that. Oh gosh, how many do I have?
You got 1 left.
3, 1 left. Is it 1 left?
2.
2 left?
2,
I don't even know. Okay.
maybe.
Oh, I haven't mentioned any Barbie ones. Barbie, Magic of Pegasus, and Barbie Fairytopia.
Wow.
Fairytopia.
Yeah, I like that film.
It's
Yeah.
It's a trilogy.
musical ones, so this is true.
They're not.
No, it shouldn't be musical ones.
Don't you prefer more the real drama Barbie movies though, instead of the musical ones?
I like the musical ones because the songs are actually really good.
This is true.
But I won't go into that too much.
Magic of Pegasus, she literally almost gets forced to marry like this old dude, and then she has to save her whole kingdom. So it's like there's a lot going on.
And she
Yeah.
also ice skates and has a baby polar bear.
Polar bear. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: we got the right 2 people for the job.
We did.
We'll keep it as simple as that.
Yep.
Okay, Barbie.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Shut up.
Should I go first?
I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. So, oh yeah, I really, really liked it. So I don't really have anything negative to say about it.
Not one bad thing.
Nah.
Damn.
Oh, actually, yes. I wish they would have like talked about or like just had a few more like references to the like animated Barbie movies. I really would have liked, some of those characters and stuff.
Mm.
I Can I?
You can just move it whenever you want to move it.
I really, really enjoyed it. I think I watched it last night, so I had like 2 weeks worth of like hype and kind of spoilers, to be honest.
Yeah.
Going into it, I really thought I would cry because everyone was like, it's a crying film. Didn't, and I kind of just I didn't cry. I really expected to get to that point.
The end almost made me cry a little.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I think I just, I don't know. I went
yeah.
in and I had these really high expectations from like what everyone said, and I really, really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but I think it just,
So
I
did it
kinda
live up
wanted
to your
slightly better.
expectations?
Probably almost. Maybe not quite. I
Damn.
think the first hour was really good, and I loved Barbie Land, and the level of detail was amazing. But yeah,
What do you have to rebut against that?
Well, I watched it the first day it was out, and like, I mean, I knew I was gonna love it. Like, I knew I was just gonna like love it no matter what. And I cried 3 times. So
What were those 3 times?
So one, when she says to the old lady, like,
Oh, you're
when
beautiful.
yeah, that
Yeah.
just like got me. And then also another one was when she realized it was actually the mum's memories, not the daughter's memories.
Mm.
I don't know why that just like that made me cry. And then also like the speech,
The speech.
Oh, the speech with the
like,
mum.
monologue,
Yeah.
monologue.
And not the end. When
Yeah, not the deep and meaningful stuff. It was
not
like
the end where like the song came on and showed like all random.
just like
Well,
family
I
stuff.
teared up
Mothers
in that
and
bit, but
daughters
then
and
I
stuff.
was kind of like, I think I'd cried a bit much. Like, I didn't have any tears left.
What's that song?
No tears left to cry.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
the one. Play it 3 seconds. Actually, I won't do that. I won't do
Don't,
that.
please don't.
Let's just say Toby and I weren't the target audience. Let's put
We
it that
weren't, no.
No.
Do you think it did? I mean, it did a very good job in reaching the target audience, I think. Yes?
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
I think it did a good job of both like kids being able to enjoy and also adults as well. Like having like adult humor as well. Yeah.
I think.
Continue.
But what did you guys like think about it? Like, what?
I enjoyed it. Thought it was funny.
I don't have a massive problem with it at all. Like, I don't know, I get it, because like going back to the target audience thing, it's like I knew I wasn't gonna, like, obviously it's a Barbie movie, so I mean, because we Toby and I and Xavier actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to Xavier, he's here. Hugo's not. Fuck you, Hugo. And we watched Oppenheimer and Barbie in the same day.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it was a good day. I mean, I didn't have a problem with Barbie, but there were just some parts that were a little bit like, it tried too much to be that comedy movie that is sort of different from everything else. You know what I mean? Like, even when it like freeze framed on Margot Robbie, it's like, director's note. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That moment, I was like, that kind of like, I felt like that took me out of it a bit. I was like,
Breaking immersion.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah. What did you think of Barbie's depiction of the real world as well compared to Barbie Land? Like, would you want to live in Barbie Land?
Yes. I'd love to live in Barbie Land.
You don't get to eat though.
This is true.
But it's
Yeah.
all pink.
It is all pink. I think I'd like to visit a few times.
Yeah.
Maybe not live forever.
Mm.
What's the journey there? It's too long.
The like boat. and
The
cave
boat
and
thingy, the
Yeah,
portal
camping.
thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would just love the outfits. I loved the costuming was like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Loved that. But yeah, so the real world depiction was like when she first went in and realized that it was all like
Not that good.
not that great. I was like, yeah.
She got smacked on the ass.
Yeah.
She did.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite performance by an actor?
Sick of that.
I love
Like, it was a really good cast. Like,
Yeah.
it was very. It
was loaded.
very strong.
Mm.
Yeah.
Probably Margot. I just love Margot Robbie.
She fits it very well.
Yeah,
does fit
she
it
was
very well.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Another bit you could have cried at as well, like the Barbie meeting the creator of Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Yeah, didn't make me cry though. Like,
Do you know
I
where?
don't
Do you know where she's from? The old lady.
Yeah, the mum, Mrs. Wormwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Shout out
That's
Matilda.
Oh yeah.
It's a good movie.
I love that.
I love it.
Good musical as well.
This is true.
It actually is decent. I watched it.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for school.
Wow.
I went. I don't know why.
Like a crown.
No, at RSC. Ages ago.
What's RSC?
Arena.
RSA right now.
Oh,
Wait, why was
Are we
there
talking
a-
about two completely different things?
they didn't.
Possibly?
I don't think Matilda was never at the arena.
RSC.
Yes, Yes, the live music. I'm telling you, it was. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it
Because
wa-
I know people that were in the touring. Yeah.
I literally saw it about 5 years ago at RSC Arena.
You did not.
Whoever went can back me up. I'm telling you.
Maybe-
I'm gonna.
Don't do musicals at
They don't do musicals at
not a
RAC.
thing.
They do Ice. Yeah,
Wait.
Disney on Ice.
They do Disney on Ice. Maybe you saw Disney
Maybe
on Ice.
they did both RAC and Crown.
They did.
The mediator. I'm telling you.
No, I'm telling you, they did not do Matilda at RAC.
They do Grease. I did
Do.
Grease lighting at musical
Grease
at
lighting.
at Perth Arena. I
No,
remember.
they
Yeah.
did it when they were trying to do this. Yeah, they did Grease, but they've never done Matilda. Yeah, they were trying to break a record.
Oh.
Damn.
Maybe you watched Grease because
Oh yeah, I think I watched Grease. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm
they
pretty
did
sure.
not do Matilda. You watched it at Crown.
Search it up,
I was at Crown. Yes, James.
bruv.
I know people that were in it, like the touring cast. They went to Crown. They did not go
Are
to
you
RAC.
talking about the newer one though? Because there was a newer one that sort of came out. Was it a movie?
Yeah.
Yes,
the musical movie.
Is that that
went
movie
to
where
That
it's like?
only came out last year, though.
But
Yeah.
is that the movie where they like the kids like, what's on the board, miss? It's making my head.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
that's like in.
And he's like,
Miss, it's hurting my head.
Oh, no, Nigel, that's not for you. They use this classroom for grown-up lessons at night. They must have left it up there.
That's not.
oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious. What's that from?
Batman.
Oh my god, Scott Pilgrim vs. World.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Search up the RAC Matilda music.
Yeah, can you actually?
I cannot see anything about it.
Yeah, because it's not a thing.
I'm
It doesn't
telling you,
exist.
I-
No, I'm telling you.
Oh
it
my
did not
God.
It says
exist.
Crown, doesn't say RAC.
Yeah.
Bro, search up like 5 years ago.
No, it was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Okay, I'm just gonna repeat myself a couple times because I can't really remember what I said with Matt because Matt came on Wednesday. Talking about like how perfect the the world of Barbie Land was a little bit jarring, but you like fell into it quite quickly, I think, because it was just so perfect. I mean, I wasn't expecting like when she had the showers, not any water to be running out. Like they actually kept it as if she was getting played with. She was getting.
Clip that.
She was.
Like an actual doll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. They did, like, they built the whole Barbie world set. Like, it was a whole thing. Barbie Land, sorry.
Mm.
And, yeah, they put a lot of attention to detail into it.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think that was done really well.
Yeah, I really liked it because it did remind me of when I used to play with my Barbies and like you would just put her over there, like like the falling out of the house and stuff. Like
For sure.
it was so like nostalgic in
Yeah.
that sense because it was also like accurate and like detailed.
Even things like Ken running into the water and it not being like actual water, it being like a wave and then hurting himself.
Yeah.
That was like,
But like even flying in the air.
yeah, the
like-
way that they did the
Yeah.
flying in the air and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
It was
Yeah,
really
all the
funny.
stunts.
It was
Yeah.
funny, but it was also like
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Shut up.
serious because it wasn't serious, but like it was like what we actually used to.
And the song choice was really good. They had
Yeah.
Lizzo's song Pink.
I
I
listen to that every morning now.
I'm not gonna bring that up. I liked Dua Lipa though. Dua Lipa's song was good.
Yeah. Can I put a fun fact?
Fun. Shut up, Max.
Yes,
fun fact.
Go for it.
So originally when they were making the Barbie album, it was just going to be 2 songs, a song for Barbie, a song for Ken. So it was going to be Dua Lipa's Dance the Night, and then it was going to be I'm Just Ken.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we can bring other artists in and make like this whole thing a bigger thing. But yeah, they were the original 2 songs.
Where'd you figure that one out?
I've read a lot of articles.
What? I'm just-
No, I mean, no.
A lot of
they're,
articles.
Like sorry, what am I saying?
Read the paper every Sunday.
No, like they put out a bunch of like articles about like the making of the album and stuff.
Mm.
And I kind of read them all.
Sweet.
Good fun fact.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I loved that song actually.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I loved it. That whole scene. I usually have a problem with that sort of stuff
With what?
because I'm not a big musical man. Huh?
Problems with what?
The dancing scene.
Really?
I thought I would,
I
but
enjoy good.
no, I thought I would have a problem with
I
it, but I
enjoy
did.
good
I didn't.
choreographed dancing performance. It's just satisfying to the eye, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about Ken as well? Do you think he stole the show?
Like at times, I think.
Maybe that was not the right question.
I thought he stole the show. Every time Ryan Gosling was on the screen, I was laughing the entire time.
I
feel like
got all the genitals too.
he is a good
Yeah,
actor.
I-
I
so well.
love Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. He's a good looking man.
Yeah, I remember when those like pictures came out as well, like the very first pictures of him like in the
and everyone was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hating on him.
Yeah, for being
Everyone
too
hating
old.
on him.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
was saying he's too old, like all this stuff, that he wasn't right for Ken.
Mm.
But I think he really.
How old is he now?
Sold 40. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Michael, Sarah, Alan,
Mm.
is he gay or is he not gay?
What?
Well, I think.
What
the
the
whole
hell was that?
point-
That's just a genuine question. No,
No,
his
his
character,
character.
Alan.
He's just Ken's friends and he fits in all of Ken's clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. Like when he was actually like a doll.
Yeah.
Literally, he was just Alan, and his only like thing was that
He was Ken's friend.
he was Ken's buddy,
Yes.
and he fits all Ken's clothes. Like that's just like what he was. Like most of the dolls have like a little story, like you know Barbie's sisters or like their whatever. But he was literally just like Ken's buddy.
Yeah.
Fits all his clothes. So I thought it was.
Is that
funny.
the original?
That's the original doll.
Oh,
The original Alan.
damn.
Oh.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's Midge's husband as well.
There you go. So he is gay.
What?
Midge was the pregnant Barbie doll.
Oh,
And that was a
Doofus.
discontinued doll because when they brought it out,
oops.
she didn't have a husband, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, like this is promoting teen pregnancy." And then they re-released it with Alan in the back.
Didn't they mention that at the start of the movie as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they
The-
said she's like discontinued
Continued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of discontinued dolls.
in it. Yeah, that was
Yeah. What was I gonna say? What do you think?
Can you take this on?
Okay, so
It's really bright in here.
it is. What about like the mother-daughter connections? Not the connections, the main
Yeah.
sort of.
I think they could have gone into that a little bit more. Like I feel
You
like
think more?
like I don't think they really like. I think it was just like randomly they just became like besties. Like, don't you reckon? Like they were like
Because they experienced Barbie Land together.
true.
They thought the teenage girl didn't think it was a real thing, and then she got taken there, and then
But like I just feel like they could have. I don't know. Like I feel like the teenager didn't have much of a character arc. Like I feel like she just.
Sasha, yeah.
I mean, oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I take that back because at the end she did get a bit. But I feel like it was just very like from one extreme like to the other.
It's very like abrupt.
Yeah, it was just like randomly she was like girl boss, but like
Yeah.
I wish that there could have been a bit more to it. But then it's like they had so many characters and so much,
Yeah, so much to fit in.
so much to fit in, like so many themes and stuff. Like I don't know if they could have. It would have been too long.
To add to that, though, I think I would have loved like at least one scene where it was just the two of them having a conversation. I think there were a few of those. Like,
wait, what
little
are we
moments.
talking about?
The mother-daughter
Oh,
relationship.
okay, yeah, I asked. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you did.
I did ask the
No, I
question.
think I would have loved like a little bit more of that in terms of screen time, just to establish it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what.
You mean in the very beginning, or?
I think a bit of both, like the very beginning, but just to actually see like that journey, as Bianca said, it kind of just it was a bit abrupt, the change, and so I think I would have loved to see like their perspectives a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I think you were saying this before, Bianca, as well. I liked how they sorry, I liked how they put in the script that it was not the daughter playing with Barbie; it was like the mother, showing that that. Do you think it's like Barbie is almost a dying sort of breed, a little bit?
Yeah.
Like you don't play with Barbie dolls anymore, do you? What is it? No, it's a genuine question.
But also like
They
Yeah.
are. I think they
But
are.
I do think there was a point where Barbies did go a bit out of fashion.
yeah,
Like they did go a bit,
Brats.
not even that, but just like dolls in general. Especially Barbie, and then when they brought out the like different Barbies,
yeah,
I remember that being like a
big thing.
because I think they needed to freshen up a bit. But yeah, so like I guess I agree. Like Barbies are sort of a dying like thing, but I don't think now after this movie, like but I think it showed because like now looking back, like it made me think of that with my mum. Like she would play with me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, maybe she just wanted to play with Barbies and just using it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised as well like Mattel signed off on like
Or money.
Oh
yeah,
Obviously.
but being like that sort of powerhouse sort of
I think they did a good job like balancing the like good influence of Barbie in society and also like the bad influence, like objectifying women stuff.
Yeah, I like that they didn't gloss over, you know, like, and just act like Barbies were just like this perfect thing that solved like feminism. Like they didn't act like that was the case, which I thought was good. And I also thought it was really interesting.
Just move this.
Oh. Yeah, cool. I also thought it was really interesting, like with Mattel, that they did sort of talk about like not having female CEOs and stuff. I was like, oh,
They did say it, but it's like, yeah, we had one.
Like a few
One or
months.
two.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how they like talked about that though, and like sort of showed that.
They kind of talked about it a lot. I think Sasha had a whole like mini monologue about it when Barbie was like, "I'm Barbie."
Yeah, and she's like,
and she was like, all like the perfect stuff,
all the
like,
expectations
and negatives, and she was like, whoa.
And then I thought it was interesting then with that, because Barbie was like, no, those are stereotypes, which is so true. Like when you're really little, like I've seen things like on TikTok and stuff. And when you're little, like you don't look at Barbie and go, oh yeah, I need to look like this. You're just playing with Barbies for the fun of it. It's not until you're older and, you know, from outside influences that you realize that's sort of like that it could have that effect. But like when you're playing with Barbies as a little kid, you're not like, oh, I need to look like this Barbie. You're just like,
I think like Ruth, the creator, kind of said it in her book. I can't remember where it was, but something like, you know, the girl will see what they want on the Barbie. Like the Barbie can be anything, and that's the whole idea of Barbie. It's like the Barbie can be like an astronaut. She can like, you know, she can have her own house. She can do all this stuff. And it's like the girl puts that onto the Barbie with her imagination. That's not, the Barbie's not like, I'm this, you know.
But doesn't the Barbie come as sort of like a pre-packaged sort of thing? Like already having an occupation or a job or something?
I mean, yeah, you can like choose which one, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you
but,
can
like,
have
you
one
can have a
Barbie doll
normal
and a bunch
Barbie
of
and make
different
her
like
do
clothes
whatever.
and stuff.
Straight up naked Barbie.
Oh my god, dude.
But also, like, I used to make clothes and stuff, my Barbie. You know, I don't know, did you do that?
No. Actually, yes, I made mine a wedding dress one time.
Love that for you.
That's so...
What?
I was about to say... Don't say it.
There's nothing wrong with the word slay.
I'm sick of that
No.
effing word.
Normalize
Trying to
slay.
hold back on
It's
the
a
swearing.
Barbie podcast. Slade probably has to be said eventually.
This is true.
Yeah.
This
I
is...
thought the Barbie movie slayed.
I second that.
Yeah.
I did say if anyone said that, I'll bleep it out. So maybe. Will Ferrell, do you think he was used too much in the film? Because they kind of dragged him on a little bit. Do you think he needed to go to Barbie Land?
No, I don't know if he needed to go to Barbie Land, but I thought it was funny.
I did think it was funny.
I thought it was funny, but...
Because you'd seen, like, maybe 3 people max going to Barbie Land, and then just seeing, like, so many people on the bike, especially, I think that was really funny.
Well, I saw behind the scenes for that as well. That was really cool. They didn't use CGI or anything for that.
They, like, made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also think it's kind of... I don't know if I'm looking too much into things, but, like... You know, the man thinks he needs to go and save it. Like, he thinks that he's the only one that can fix this and, like, whatever. Like, I thought that was sort of an interesting thing. You know, men just inserting themselves into the board.
Yeah. Freaking men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they all end as equals. I like how, you know, the character of Barbie doesn't really hold grudges in a way. So like at the end of the movie, you know, like Ken's like turned against her as being
And he doesn't apologize.
exactly doesn't apologize,
Really?
being a douchebag.
Barbie
Damn.
does, Ken does not.
Exactly.
He not only was a douchebag, but he like stole her house. Like he could have gone and made his own little Ken land.
But it was like justified because like he's like just got treated kind of poorly, like
I think
because he's Ken.
Cut back from that.
Yeah.
But
different ways to look at it.
I feel like
What's another way to look at it?
I don't think he was like treated poorly. Like it's not like they were all hating on the Kens. Like they were just it just
No, it wasn't hating
about
on them. It was just not treating them
Yeah, not
well.
treating respect.
I think, okay, I actually talked to Sophie about this
Clutch,
this morning,
bro.
and she was like, when the Barbies were in charge, they just weren't really interested in having like romantic relationships with the Kens. The Kens were still included in stuff. Like, sure, there was girls' night, but apart from that, like, you know, they were like included in everything throughout the day. Whereas when the Kens were in charge, the Barbies became like kind of just like slaves. They had to like dress differently. They were dumbed down. They didn't really have as much choices, and everything they were doing was for like the males.
for the Kens.
For the Kens,
So it's like The Kens
It's
could
true.
still do things in Barbie Land. Like what Ken's job was beach. Like you know what I mean? Like they
Sick
could
job.
Still,
Peach.
Straight up.
still have like purpose, I guess. But they just obviously there was that whole arc of like figuring out that they aren't just a side.
Yeah.
Like you know they can focus on themselves a bit more. But I don't think the Barbies put that on them. Whereas when it was Kendom,
Yeah.
they made the Barbies just like work for them and like their purpose was just pleasing the Kens.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think
The Barbies necessarily put that,
Put
on,
that
the
onto
Kens.
the
I think
Kens.
Martell kind of, might have like put that into their brains.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
I mean, they're trying to make a slight comment on today's society, I
Yeah, of
think.
course.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
agreed.
It's like a good balance of being also like a movie about toys. Like at the start of the movie, obviously with the tea and the fake showers and whatever,
Yeah.
and then also like analogy of today's
Today's
Society.
world.
today's world.
Yeah. Jinx.
Mm.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I just wanted to finish that little bit. Barbie apologizes, Ken doesn't, but they all go back and it ends as equals. That's the main sort of Barbie trait. I don't know. I never played with Barbies. I don't watch the
neither.
movies.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing a trait of Barbies is always a forgiving sort of person.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Like Barbie
I
doesn't
mean,
really hold grudges.
yeah. Also, like I think it's obviously a feminist movie, and so like feminism is about equality. Like it's not about.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it was like that.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like you had to end like on an even playing field. Like it couldn't have been.
Yeah.
like,
Well,
a
I
bit-
think that was like the whole.
that was the whole point.
Yeah, and then also like in the Barbie movies, like Barbie's just like a nice person. She
Yeah.
does she kill people? Like does she like,
What?
do the
Does she?
villains die? What happens?
What, in the animation movies?
I think some of them die.
Some of them do.
Really?
Yeah, so
Or it's not necessarily. It's like the whole
Like-
like Lion King thing. It's like you don't like it. It's obvious that someone's died, but it doesn't necessarily always show it.
but she doesn't actually like physically kill them.
Kill anyone
but,
with like a that would be.
but I think
too
the
much.
magic kills them.
Yeah, the
sometimes.
magic. Like, oh, poof, they've disappeared. They're never gonna be back. Oh yeah, so it's a bit much.
That would make sense more than just like a straight murder
Yeah.
with the villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she didn't kill him. They sort of did it themselves. In
They
a
all
way.
Well-
deserved it.
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't show a lot of that magic sort of stuff.
No.
Apart from like, I mean,
Sparkles.
Sparkles, yeah.
That was
oh,
the
true.
they used that. That was probably like the only main one.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I also wanted to bring up, everyone on the internet is saying Margot Robbie's mid. You seen that?
What, in terms of acting performance?
Her looks, her
What?
appearance.
She's pretty.
There's so many like memes on it. Like people are saying all over Twitter that she's mid.
What?
I'm like, what the heck?
That's really.
I think that's the dumbest thing ever, and it's like also why put that out, and it's also they're just trying to drag her down. Like no one actually looks at Margot Robbie
and is like
and is like
That's
mid.
Xavier does.
He doesn't.
You've said to me that you think she's not that good looking and you wouldn't go for her.
But would she be as attractive if she didn't star in Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
No, she's
That's just such a sexist comment. It's so sexist.
She's objectively beautiful.
yeah, like people have different.
Toby just in the background. She's objectively
People
beautiful.
have different ideas of what like beauty is.
like
you know?
beauty is subjective,
Exactly.
and also like the whole point of the movie was like
Shut up.
for it not to be about just like looks. Like you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
it's just so frustrating to see that she could do this amazing performance and then that's what people are saying.
Yeah.
That she's mid. Like and it's like even if that is what you're thinking, like keep it to yourself. Like why would you even put
I mean,
out
that
there?
goes
Like,
with-
she's also not like they're just trying to be mean.
It goes with anything though these days. You're gonna cop criticism no matter what. I said this multiple times over and over
I
again.
feel like if this was like the best, like if Barbie
Yeah,
was
I'll
like
bring it
the
up.
best movie ever made, I still feel like it would just have heaps of criticism about
Oh yeah.
appearance or
I
whatever.
mean, yeah. I mean, this movie did get a lot of. I saw like a funny video on TikTok, like all these blokes giving like Barbie a half a star out of 5, and then on Letterboxd,
yeah.
and then it would go to their like page, and it would say that their top movie was The Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, all them beta, all the Sigma movies. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I definitely think some dudes before even they watch the movie probably settles bad type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have you seen like Ben Shapiro's?
I have. Yes.
Yes, you just shat on it.
Awful.
Oh,
I haven't.
but like,
He was just.
I'll
saying
get the
that,
clip. I'll
all
get the clip.
stuff-
This movie is not just a piece of This movie is a flaming piece of dog piled atop an entire dumpster on fire, piled atop a landfill filled with dog. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. On every possible level, it is a horrific movie. The only thing that can be said for this film is production design. The idea of the film, they really have no basic idea of the film. They don't know whether they hate Barbie or that we're supposed to kind of like Barbie. It seems they kind of despise Barbie as a fascist emblem, as we'll get to. The basic sort of premise of the film, politically speaking, is that men and women are on two sides of the divide and they hate each other. And literally the only way you can have a happy world is if the women ignore the men and the men ignore the women.
Yeah, all the stuff like isn't real in the real world. And is he one of the guys? All the guys saying like if the roles were reversed, and I'm like, that's the whole
Yeah, that's-
point.
Literally.
yeah, you can't say that. Like, you can't go if the roles are reversed because Barbie's a chick. That's just how it works. Turn it on. Just put your hand. We'll keep going. It's fine. But it's like the thing about you can't like. Oh, actually, I'll bring this up as well. But like, you can't change the facts, and the facts are Barbie's a female in a female-dominated sort of world. And to say like if the roles were reversed, because there's multiple movies that have done that, so many. So just let's have your turn. It's your turn.
Aw, thanks,
No.
Rocky. Thanks, Rocky.
Yeah.
He just solved.
The Barbie movie sucked.
Just like that. I think also the whole thing is like so many
Just kidding.
movies, women are just like side characters that don't add anything. So it's like
Okay then.
It is
In
true.
saying that,
What?
should I bring up Snow White?
Oh no, don't. Keep that.
Do you want to talk about that?
I've only seen that one little interview where she's like, Snow White's not dreaming about true love. And it's like, I think that they've gone, I'm not going to say like too far, but like they could have stuck to the original story. She doesn't have to have no like purpose or character arc or like anything like that, but it can still be the original story. And she can still dream about true love and be like an empowered woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like those don't take away from each other.
I think that's so much in like more modern films is that they've like got this idea that like, women can't do both, and I think that's really annoying.
And I
'cause
think
it's,
that
like,
was something
kind of telling little girls like you can't dream, you can't like do this, and it's like it's okay if
There's
you wanna
there's no dwarves either.
Yeah, which is weird.
They're all
one.
there's one dwarf.
But it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
But why are you calling it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Just make a different movie.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I think that's another thing that the Barbie movie did well is like Barbie can still be a feminist film and still have these like opinions and whatever, and also wear pink and be pretty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's nice, and I think that's why like I'm a bit hesitant with this whole Snow White film because I'm like, she can still dream of true love and also
Yeah, I've seen like heaps of people commenting. It's like, I still like the damsel in distress movies sort of thing. I mean, I think it's we bring this up a lot, but it's just more time. It's time now for original things instead of the sequels and whatnot. So just original stuff and getting that out instead of completely changing an already good story.
Yeah.
Also, there's been like really good. Like, have you guys seen Mirror Mirror?
No.
Yes.
It's like it's such a good.
Is that the
Snow White
TV show?
No, that's Once Upon a Time. I think
I've
it's
seen
Oh.
like, I've
Mirror
seen
Mirror.
bits of it.
It's a Snow White movie.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. Is it Anne Hathaway?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Search it up, Zav. It's your job, mate.
But yeah, it's a great movie, and it's a Snow White movie, and she still has the whole love story, but she also is like
Slay.
she slays.
I'm Billy.
She's like the hero as
Yeah.
well.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Yeah, it's so
She got
good.
huge eyebrows.
Can you show me?
Oh, it's not Anne Hathaway.
It's not.
It's
Oh,
You're
that
thinking Ellen
girl.
Enchanted, that's it.
No,
That's Anne
I'm
Hathaway.
yeah. I was,
Oh yes, I
I
think I have seen that.
The werewolf. The werewolf suit from Twilight.
Taylor
Yeah,
Lautner.
what's their movie together?
Taylor Lautner.
Where he's like abducted.
Oh.
I haven't actually seen Twilight.
Neither have I.
What?
I
What?
started reading the book and I had to put
Even I've seen Twilight.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
It's got the dude that eats people. Army Hammer.
Army Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Has anyone seen that doc? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Snow White.
But yeah, those
But
are my
yeah,
thoughts.
like not time for original. Sorry, time for original films. Not
I
time
want
for
new
remakes.
princesses. I want new Disney princesses, and I want new Disney princess songs.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Vouch while the cramp started.
And I think that people have been doing like really well recently with making stuff that is original, but like based like Barbie, for example. You know, based on something we all know. Already gonna have a fan base. Already gonna do well because it's got that like everyone knows Barbie.
Yeah.
And you see it with things like Wednesday. Like everyone knows like Wednesday Addams and all that stuff, and that's why that did so well.
Did you both watch that?
I did. Yeah,
I did as well.
Sweet.
Did you?
I did. I didn't really like it. Sadly.
Of course, Toby didn't like it.
I didn't think it was the most incredible like TV show.
I don't. Yeah, I
but,
agree.
Like, it was like a good watch. Like
yeah, it was a
I
good
didn't
watch.
mind it.
Mm.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't
But
think
yeah.
it was that good.
What?
I didn't like it either.
It's just not our cup of tea, I don't think. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'd like new princesses.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I feel like they're just gonna keep doing the live action,
Live
like
action.
because
Well,
purely
what if-
because they make money, people see them. So
Oh, but they're so poo.
People will watch anything.
yeah,
It's true. Well, it's also like pretty easy to take something that everyone knows, and again, like, dare I even say the word fan base? But like, people love Disney princesses, regardless of like if it is damsel in distress, if it's not, if they're saving themselves, like it's still Disney. And
Like
people will
look at
still
how
watch
well
it.
like Frozen
literally
went.
Original.
Yeah, exactly.
original.
I saw that movie 8 times in the first week it came out.
really.
Yeah.
Are you
were,
joking?
Like 10 years old when that.
Yeah, because I had to go with all my cousins and stuff. Yeah, I got made to do that. So I watched it 8
loved
times.
Frozen.
So good.
I still love Frozen.
Same.
What's this? I haven't seen. What's this? I haven't seen the second one. Is it? It's not as good as the first one, is it?
Some people like it more.
Really?
I think it was good though.
My-
I liked how they addressed the whole like Olaf growing up thing. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, it was cute. It was a good movie, but I still like the original one
Right.
better.
You know what? I think it was good because you won't understand this because you haven't watched it, but because like Elsa at the end doesn't have to be the queen. It's like she doesn't have to be the role that she was forced to be
Yeah.
when when her parents died. So I think that was cool.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to do that anyway.
I don't want to put you on the spot as well, but if you talking about new princesses, if you could create your own Disney princess, what would you call them, and what would their sort of thing be? What would their pizzazz? What makes them pop?
Well,
Let's play the elevator music. What do you think?
Yeah.
No, it's funny.
like maybe a fairy princess. We don't have any fairy princesses, do we? Or like
One that can fly and shit.
I'd love a
Just like
nice
fairy
like
wings.
secret identity type thing.
Ooh.
That's happened before,
Princess
but
and the
like
Pauper moment.
yeah.
Rebuttal, what about Tinkerbell?
Oh,
She's
true.
not a princess, but
Yeah, she ain't. But
Yeah.
but love Tinkerbell. Love Tinkerbell.
Same.
What would your thoughts be on a movie if they like made a movie about Tinkerbell and made her a princess?
They do have Tinkerbell movies.
Yeah.
She's not a princess.
She's not a princess.
They have
She's
origin.
just a
Like,
But what if they made her a princess? Would you be on board with that? Or
no,
no?
because come up with something
doesn't
new.
make sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense for her to be a princess.
Neither does half the shit getting put out today. So
Eccentric, but
so it's just like they could do it if they really wanted to, and make a few bucks out of it.
Yeah.
I would like a Barbie Princess and the Pauper live action.
No live action.
I would like. I think the Barbie movie live action.
Or
That'd be cool.
I'd like any of the Barbie movie musicals to be like stage musicals.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I think
I'd be happy to put it as a stage. Don't make it a live action. Don't touch it. Just let it be what it is.
I think
Because it's sort of going against what you're saying about the live action stuff.
I just love them.
I would really like a Disney movie with a Disney princess to be about like a friendship. I feel like there's always either a romantic interest or it's a sibling thing. I would like a friendship.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
What
Like,
kind of friendship?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know,
a
literally anything, but
changing friendship, new friendship.
maybe a new
dying friendship.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dying would be cool, but I don't think that Disney would go there. 'cause
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough hope in that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also think what could be interesting is because like obviously Frozen was based on like the ice. What's that?
Yeah, the
Ice Queen.
The Ice Queen. Elsa was gonna be a villain.
Yeah, but they could base one off of like Swan Lake or something, and then
Yeah.
like use
Well, the Barbie movie does that.
inspiration. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a sorry, not the Barbie.
Put a Mike Lee
There's
twist on it.
The
Oh,
Barbie
yeah.
Swan Lake. So like using an old like story
Yeah.
and then
And then doing it a different way.
creating something new from
Yeah.
that.
I mean, all of the Disney princess movies almost
Yeah.
are based on
Yeah.
some form of whack.
Yeah, I think most of
fairy
them.
tale.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there should be a sequel for this Barbie movie?
I'm pretty sure they're already planning it.
Really?
Like they have the
apparently
budget
they
for
are.
it. They got the money back on the first day that the movie came out. They got
Yeah.
double the budget.
But it didn't end. It didn't end like it's supposed. Like it didn't end in a way that needs
Exactly.
a sequel.
I think it ended so yeah, it is. It would be a money
it'd
thing,
be a
but
money
I
thing.
think it ended so beautifully. Like I think, like going into it more could have the like. I mean, I trust Greta Gerwig with my life,
Yep.
so I think she'd do it justice probably. But I just feel like that's unnecessary.
Yeah, she's killing it at the moment.
She is.
Yeah,
Last like 5 years.
Yeah, she's a talented director.
What has she done? Little Women.
Little Women,
Lady Bird?
Barbie.
Barbie.
apparently doing a Narnia movie.
Really?
No,
Series?
I don't know if it's a series. I think it's movies.
there's a new Percy Jackson coming out as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Someone was talking
books.
about it.
What?
I forgot.
There's a lot of like either series or books being turned into live action.
Yeah.
Which I think, to be honest, I'm fine with because there were some
Books,
movies
yeah.
that didn't do the books justice, and now people are like, cool, the series is going to do it justice,
Mm.
and that's what Percy Jackson is doing.
Did you like the movies with Logan Lerman?
I liked them, but again, I know that they weren't necessarily true to the original
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
My favorite one's The Lightning Thief.
Same
That's
here.
the best one. That was pretty.
Childhood movie for me.
Yeah, it was really good.
What do you think about more Harry Potter movies and shows and stuff?
Oh, look,
leave it.
I think
But then it's like the Narnia thing as well. Like Narnia is a very successful sort of franchise, so leave that as well.
But I do think Narnia was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it could be interesting now. I'm not totally against Narnia.
yeah.
I
No,
think
neither am
that's
I think Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I'm like I think there's
I know
enough
the
Harry
books
Potter
didn't do-
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they didn't like use all the details from the books, but at the
And
same time,
Fantastic
like,
Beasts as well.
There's like
I like
8
that.
Yeah, there's so many.
films.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of doing that in that way, not calling it Harry Potter. Just
Fantastic Beasts.
yeah. That's sort of like their version of carrying the Harry Potter and the Wizarding World on,
Yes.
because they don't really put it like they put it under Wizarding World. They don't like it's its
Mm.
own sort of genre now. So, yeah, I mean, the last crime, not the Secrets of Dumbledore. That was not
Absolute terrible.
bad movie.
Yeah. Don't ever watch it.
Don't watch it. So
No.
boring.
I only had to spend $2 on it at the movies and I still wasted my money.
You know, we only spent $1 on Barbie
Yeah.
for 3 tickets.
Mm.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Oh, you work with my friends.
Alice?
Get on the mic.
You work with my friend's friend.
Yes, sure do. She actually spoke about you once. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Just
cool.
house sitting.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Barbie.
Yeah,
Go Barbie.
that's about it.
Do you guys feel like? Do you feel like you saw like the feminist themes in it?
Yeah.
Like, did you?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's pretty
Feel
obvious.
changed like after watching it?
I think I've always been a feminist guy, so
Straight up. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Yay, he believes in equality.
yeah.
I believe in equality.
What about you, James? Did it make an impact on you?
I didn't walk out a changed man. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It was a good film. I think talking about the sequels and stuff, it was a good standalone film, and it only needs to be a standalone film because of that spectacle sort of element to it. That's why it did so well, is because there hadn't been much of Barbie apart from the animation stuff. They left it alone. They just
Yes.
they made it into the toys, whatever. And then this huge live animation came out, action, sorry.
Yep.
And it was great. And that's all it needs to be. It's like making an Oppenheimer 2, almost.
Yeah, not really, because Oppenheimer's a biopic, and
Shut up. But you know what I mean.
I agree. I think it is a good standalone film.
it is.
And it needs to be a standalone film. That's sort of the...
When you think about all the hype and all the market, like so so much marketing for it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they had like Barbie 2 and then like all of the marketing just started up again? Like I don't think we could deal with that. Like the amount of like jumpers and t-shirts.
It wouldn't. Do you think
it just wouldn't work?
would it be as big though? Do you think it would be?
Yeah, I think it'll be still big.
Oh, it would still be big.
Yeah.
But I
It
don't
depends
think
on when as well. It depends on timing.
But plus also it was big because Oppenheimer was coming out on the same day. That was just a huge thing.
I think Barbie made Oppenheimer. Like,
No, it did.
yeah.
But look, it's on.
Barbie beat Oppenheimer.
Barbie's actually. This was so. It's obviously changed, but
Like,
from these notes, it's made $356 million, and Oppenheimer had made at the time 180 million.
Like,
So
I
it's
didn't
smashing.
know anything about
Yeah.
Oppenheimer until I saw like
Which was expected.
a meme about it or something.
Yeah.
So you know nothing about the
True story. The atomic bomb.
the bomb?
No, I've heard about it and stuff. Now I have, but I didn't know it was like the movie coming out. Like I didn't know anything.
Yeah, right. Should we end it there?
Yeah, sure. That was good.
Oh, what'd you give it out of 10?
Yeah. What's the overall score?
9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like 8.5, 9.
Yeah, more realistic. I like that.
Yeah.
Only half less than me.
Yeah, I think it just went really fast. Like I just expected.
You wanted more, isn't it? It was almost a 2-hour
It was almost
film.
2 hours, but I think I kind of like adjusted to the world, and then I think at the end it just felt really fast paced for me personally.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I think we should end it there.
Wait,
Yes.
what did you guys rate it?
I think we gave it like 7.5.
7.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's like
7.3,
that's pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I think
we
it's
just went.
fine.
If we were the target audience, if I was
No,
able to
I
live
just
in
feel
a
like it
female's
spoke
body,
to the female experience.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It was so
for
much
sure.
about like girlhood, womanhood.
Well, do you know Matt? He gave it 10 out of 10. So,
Barbie?
yeah.
There you
Wow.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
he said it
okay.
wasn't hard to please him. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
Bro.
I don't really know why I gave it 9 out of 10. Like, I don't know what could have added the extra point.
what
Yeah,
is
kind of
what
right.
what is taking away from not
Just
adding
that,
the extra
just
point?
that there was no Princess and the Pauper references. Okay,
A
so
whole-
maybe like 9.7. Okay,
Right.
That's a pretty small like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring mine up to a 9. I think. No, I would have liked just like a bit more in terms
Bibble.
of like.
I would have liked Bibble.
Oh, Bibble would have been great. No, you guys don't know who Bibble
Oh,
is.
no
Yeah, I
shit.
didn't get it.
Xavier, Bibble now.
There's a lot of Bibble memes out there. There you go. Yeah. Just like more characters.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
That was my fourth favorite movie.
Everyone, they know the Barbie movie.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
They should have been in the podcast.
Shut up,
not
shut up.
you.
Yeah, that's an L. Well, Matt's here again to talk some more about Barbie.
Yes.
You know, we had a couple ladies on before.
Yeah.
It's just
Now they're being replaced
now they're being replaced by
by Ken.
Ken.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Kenocracy has returned.
Yeah, we're gonna keep talking about Barbie, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be real with them. Matt's the first guest here.
Yeah.
We're just
We're
just
going
acting
ahead of time.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule because it's Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah. And Matt's dressed up for the occasion. Toby.
I will be dressed. You would see me before in the pink shirt.
Yeah, for the thumbnail.
Now
It's like a Christopher Nolan movie where the time is fucked up and you have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
Perfect.
Okay, so Barbie, where do you want to start?
Where do you want me to start? I don't know.
Okay.
I know you guys got some.
What'd you like about it?
I thought it was just like fun from the ground up, which I fucking loved. Like it was just, it put fun first, and it was fucking like great in that capacity. I just thought it was just super fun. But I think the thing I liked the most about it was it had a message, but it wasn't. I didn't find it like annoyingly preachy. You know what I mean? I sort of like it.
It has its pros and cons.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking loved it. I'm gonna be out the gate. I
Yeah.
fucking loved it. I thought it, the way it did, it sort of worked it as just the characters reacting to the world around them. It didn't feel crazy. I know, like it was like, you know, discussing feminist stuff, but it wasn't. It wasn't like you should be ashamed of yourself. It's just like this is. I think having Barbie world be a spoilers. Having Barbie world be a reflection of the real world in gender tropes was really smart way to do it.
Yeah,
because then it's not when they're fixing things or when they're like putting Barbie land back to the way it was. They're not saying like they're not condemning the real world. They're just saying like this is the reality, and we'll work to make things better.
Yeah, right.
Slowly.
Well, when I was doing these notes, I feel like there's some things that I want to say, right? But I would have to walk on eggshells, and I feel like a lot of people have talked about that because there's been a lot of I want to say political nonsense surrounding this movie in terms of the whole feminist thing, and it definitely had a target audience, like 100%,
undoubtedly.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. That's just my piece. But if you don't know, if you're a Neanderthal and living under a rock, it stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, and yeah, that's to simply put it.
Yep.
And it's based on the very popular doll Barbie.
Yep.
And Margot Robbie being cast as Barbie was a good move. It was a great move. Great move. She fits, and she'll do great. And she did, even though you could say that Ryan Gosling stole the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. He was a scene stealer.
I think that's kind of the point, though.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Barbie doesn't know what to do with herself. Yeah. That's like the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, simple plot, Barbie lives a perfect life. However, things start to take a sour turn, which leads her to fix it and go to the real world with Ken to find her owner and solve the issue. That's pretty much.
You're doing this, and I'm the second Barbie segment. You're doing the plot.
I know. This is what I talk to him about. It's not going to work.
I know. No. I'll just cut it out.
Jump straight into it.
I'll cut it out. Yeah. Maybe the first half an hour of the film, right, was pretty visually pleasing.
Oh yeah,
I think
production design, costume design is some of the best you'll ever see.
Fantastic.
Barbie Land itself is actually like gorgeous to look at. The pink.
It's so perfect and just.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I praised Barbie for.
Yeah.
It definitely deserves like an Oscar or whatever.
For costume design, set design.
Whatever.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I thought. I mean, easy to look over, but one of the fucking most amazing things for me was to have a soundtrack that is directly built into the plot with that many like A-list performers.
Yeah.
Like starting off with a Lizzo song that like is reacting to what Barbie is doing. And then like when shit goes wrong, she's like also reacting and being like, oh shit, are you okay? Like fucking genius. Yeah. It's just good to have that and not just have like, pop songs in like, by popular artists off this whole trend. It's like, I don't know. Those songs won't do well on like
I did like
Billboard, but it's fucking brilliant.
I did like the Dua Lipa sort of dance scene as well. Yeah. I'm usually not a big fan of those, but I did enjoy that because there were some comedic elements to it which kind of fit in well. But I love the start, but it's seeing how perfect everything is. It's a little bit jarring, like a tiny bit.
What do you mean? Like Wes Anderson perfect?
Not Wes Anderson perfect, but it's just like, well, like fuck, they live like a perfect life. Like even just them showering with no water and drinking milk with no milk.
That's like kind of the point of it.
I know that's the point, but yeah. But I guess you fall into it pretty quickly. You understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Because, a hater could be like, I hated it because of that. Because everything was just too much. But it works well.
Movie.
Yeah, exactly. But you fall into it. So, yeah. And as I was saying before, there's a clear target audience. It's a very patriarchal, is that how you say it?
Patriarchal?
Yeah, patriarchal feminist film.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
So you've just sort of like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I did,
The film discusses the patriarchy through a feminist lens.
Yeah. It's a social commentary.
Yeah. Okay, going back to the target audience thing, it's clearly not made for us, right?
You say that, but there's like
Ken.
The entire, as you said it yourself, Ken steals the show. A lot of it is about Ken, and the whole point of it is that it's a role reversal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I wasn't expecting Ken to be that
prominent.
center
Yeah.
in, like the Barbie movie.
Mm.
But it makes its point, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's totally for us.
Yeah.
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 Like even like Ken says in that performance at the end, he's just Ken. And then also the entire musical bit I really enjoyed.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
I have a little bit of, there's a few nitpickings just on how the movie was made in
Go
general.
for
The Mattel scene, right? I feel like this movie was a little bit confused in how to differentiate the two worlds. I think in the beginning, when they first came to the world, you could definitely tell a difference between Barbie Land and the real world, obviously. But then once they went into the Mattel building and spoke to Will Ferrell, that could have just been its own thing.
What do you mean?
So you know how they just sort of dragged Will Ferrell on the entire film for the rest of the film once he was introduced? I think they didn't need to do that because he was kind of pointless. Because in the end, he came to Barbie Land, right? And he didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
And even that chase scene, when they were chasing them, that was very cartoonish.
Yeah.
When they were all chasing Margot Robbie. So I think that could have been utilized a little bit better. But
I'd counterpoint.
yeah, go on.
Counterpoint.
I
Go
see it as like corporations being robotic. Like they're all running like like video game NPCs and like in this straight line like this.
Yeah.
I fucking, like,
Well, now that I think of it, I was thinking about this before, but because it's Mattel, I'm kind of contradicting myself because it kind of makes a little bit of sense that they would be cartoonish people because they run the whole Barbie thing.
Yeah.
So
I thought that kind of necessary. And it was also like the point of how like this doll as a female is all like run by dudes, the entire corporate thing, which is kind of a social commentary for society.
Yeah.
But
it's in terms of the feminist stuff as well. Like they were talking about when Barbie goes, "Oh, do any women run this place?" And then Will Ferrell goes, "Yeah, a couple have,
yeah,
like,
like
ages ago.
Yeah.
That was two, but it's all men now. Like, this is great." But yeah, talking now, I want to talk about the mother-daughter dynamic. I think that was the whole sort of
the
point.
heart of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it boiled down to. Not kind of did boil down to that because that end sort of bit because, this mother works for Mattel. She still, loves Barbie, but her daughter's, to put it plain and simple, a bitch.
What? She's just moving on from Barbie, dude.
No, but she's a bit of a she's a bit of a dick to her mum.
In high school in America, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a grind to get to the connection at the end for that mother-daughter.
Interesting.
But, that little bit at the end where they just got a montage of, mother, like babies and
the classic
stuff.
The classic.
What was the song?
Can't remember.
It was a sad song.
The Billie Eilish one?
Yes. The one at the very end. Yeah.
A lot of people.
What was I made for, Billie Eilish?
Yeah.
A lot of people said they were crying at that bit.
I almost cried.
I cried
a little bit.
A lot of people cried at that bit, and the bit where she tells the old lady that she's beautiful. That scene as well.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
the creator.
Yeah.
Of Barbie.
Was she?
No. Just the woman on the park bench.
Yeah, I think it was just a woman.
Oh.
Woman.
Yeah. Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, "I know."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I know. It's a pretty packed cast as well. It's maybe a little bit too much.
What do you mean?
I don't think anyone was wasted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get it that they had all these people and then sort of focused on them for a little bit. It's not like they introduced these other cast members that are quite big names and then kind of just forgot about them.
No.
They focused on those characters quite well for when they needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the kind of role I would want as an actor.
Ken?
Like, yeah, well, any male character in that
Alan.
movie would be so much fun to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote down
Michael Cera killed.
Yeah.
Like, that was funny.
I thought it was funny as well. Like, speaking of Michael Cera's character, Alan joined the Barbie side, considering he's the only Alan, and he evidently became the outcast once they were having the feud.
I think it's,
you know what I mean?
I because it's not expressly stated.
Yeah.
But I went to my girlfriend after. I was like, Alan's gay, right? I think he's like coded that way. I think.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe.
not expressly
Yeah,
stated.
it's not an outlandish thing to say.
No.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, it works either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like Alan is Ken's best friend or whatever. When there's like a million Kens.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Yeah. And of course he doesn't want like a Ken run society. He wants a Barbie run society.
Yeah.
I thought that was,
Mm.
just fun.
Yeah.
And him like full on beating the shit out of a bunch of Kens in that one scene. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Why? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want to see.
When you speak of that, I think of like just how they don't really get hurt as well. Like in the beginning,
Yeah.
Like the
I like how how they kept to that. That was it was done well. Like even Ken, just his job being beach.
Yeah, it runs into the
Yeah.
waves.
He's not even a lifeguard.
Fantastic. I love that.
Common misconception.
Yeah.
But the way he like ran into the waves and then like stayed in the air.
Yeah. Because
when
it's just like if you grab like an action figure and went.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just overall this movie, like, you may think like a Barbie movie in general would be for like kids, but
This
movie's just like, I feel it's both. I reckon a kid could enjoy it because like you got the mother-daughter heartfelt soul of the movie, then you also have the social commentary on society, and
yeah.
I think it's a good mixture of both, and I think Greta Gerwig's like a really talented director.
Extremely. Yeah.
She's a very inclusive director. Not in the way you're thinking. I'm talking about in terms of community and sort of bringing people together. Because I was listening to an interview how she was working with some director that
Just like
had
good vibes on the set.
Yeah. Of course it would be. Like the
not always,
the
but-
film that you're doing, I'm sure that would be a fun thing to do.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was just like, I turned to Grace during the beach battle scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be in this so bad. It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Like any.
Yeah, it makes you upset sometimes. Like I'm so jealous that they got to be in
It's
this.
Like, can I be like Simu
Yeah.
Liu's character?
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
Like, you know, That would be
Yeah.
just the Ken who's a foil to the other Ken
Yeah.
for no reason. Like awesome. But what a character to play.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, just
Yeah, I was going to finish it off by just saying the movie subtly but not subtly comments on a lot of problems that women face in today's society.
Yeah.
And which was good for its target audience.
like I said, it's not a shove a message down your throat like
Yeah.
performance art on the street type thing.
Mm.
It's like it's clever with it.
Yeah.
I think, and that's why I like you say it's sort of like for everyone
Mm.
because it makes you relate to the characters first,
Mm.
and then it throws you into, what it's trying to do. Not by just saying like this is wrong, but by
Yeah.
like
Show don't
the
tell.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
Which I was like, yeah, hats off to you.
Mm. Yeah.
You said this when we were walking out. What did you think about, them sort of breaking the fourth wall a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, director's note.
Yeah.
Don't hire Margot Robbie to be a
Perfect.
Barbie if you want it.
Yeah,
You thought so?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the kind of movie where it's like, oh, this is exactly
Serious.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, for lack of a better comparison, it's not Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer, but like, director's note: don't bomb the Japanese. Like, like don't make a bomb
Yeah.
if you don't want to kill people.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
fun, and it's a fun movie.
And then also you
The
get
Zack
the
Snyder.
Zack Snyder
that was
Justice League.
fantastic.
What was the line? Just like I'd rather,
It's like,
like I wouldn't rather watch the.
I don't want to act like I'm interested in the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think I love the fact that it was Mattel and Warner Brothers
Yeah.
taking jabs at themselves.
Mm.
Like for Mattel to sign off on like, yeah, let's have like Mattel be like this absolutely male-run company in
Yeah.
this movie. Like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then Warner Brothers being like, yeah, just take a jab at Zack Snyder. Fuck it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so many like movie references in this as well, like The Godfather, Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
Just all the Kens. Once that happens, they take over, and then they just start showing all the things that Ryan Gosling's Ken has taught them, and then acting like it's their own sort of thing
Hilarious.
to see what they're, shit. Look at all the stuff we've been missing out on, and yeah.
Yeah.
But I was saying about Greta Gerwig as well. She was in her first film. I think she was acting in it. I think so. But the director got them to wear name tags.
Yeah.
So everyone felt equal.
Mm.
Like even the main lead had to wear a name tag. So when you talk to someone and say, look, I need you to do this, you look at their name tag and say their name. Like little things like that go a long way.
Makes everyone feel important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As it should be. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you break the divide between cast and crew as much as you can. Like I mean, I learned that pretty early. I was like acting in high school, and I thought, you know, I just want to be on front and center every like show, and then Legally Blonde comes around, and I'm in like the bottom year level for it.
Yeah.
And I go, well, I don't want to do that because I'm not going to get a lead. And it's
I remember
a
you
girly
telling me
musical.
about this.
And
Yeah.
then it's a girly musical, you know.
Yeah.
I don't get it, and I immediately realized the mistake I've made because the musical is extremely fun. So I went to backstage.
Yep.
And absolutely
Loved it.
Well, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was really good to get an idea of what goes on behind there. It's really fun. I enjoy being on stage more, but it's really fun doing crew stuff. And to see sort of like, to sit in their shoes and just be like, never take for granted how much work goes in behind the scenes.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I've carried that through everything.
Well, I think it's way more work than
It-
actually
it-
being on stage.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. As Tom Hardy once said,
What?
I got raised to treat the janitor the same as the CEO.
Yeah. Big time.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's, Michael Bonney said, he's the guy who I saw a panel with him in Melbourne after a showing of Is God Is, which is a Black African American play.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
And he's the guy who plays the Sorting Hat in Cursed Child.
Yeah.
And he said something that really stuck with me. He said, whether I'm loading luggage at Qantas, which is where he was working beforehand, or I'm, you know, on stage as the Sorting Hat in this amazing show, my values are the same,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and it's the same, you know.
Everyone's got an end goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it all ultimately comes down to the end goal of we want to get this right and we want to put on a good show.
Yep.
That's pretty much all it is. And everyone just tries to do their best.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for.
It's the artisan and the artist.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you want to
Go see it.
Go see the
Go
movie.
go
see
say?
I
What
fucking
would you
love
give it out of 10?
It's tricky. Honestly, I don't think it really. I think for what it's trying to do, I didn't really have any problems with it. I mean, I'm tempted to give it a 10.
10 out of 10?
Really?
Tempted to give it a 10. But like, I don't know if it's something I would necessarily rewatch, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, but I think that's not a reason not to give it a 10, because if it's a movie that you can just rewatch over and over and over again,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it's perfect.
Mm.
It means maybe you're just not attentive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I at the moment, I've seen it once. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It made me cry when I wasn't expecting it to, and it defied my expectations. I'd give it a 10. Sure.
Nice.
I was going to say 7.
I'm
7
easy to
out of 10.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
be
Well,
honest.
have we already given our review like before this? Like our number?
On what?
Before?
Well, I'd put it on Letterboxd as like a 4 out of 5, but
No,
out
like
of 10.
on the segment before this bit.
Nolan Dick Riders.
Probably.
Try to figure
Yeah,
out which,
but
try to figure out which timeline we're in right now.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
We're actually 2 weeks in advance. The movie hasn't even come out yet.
Does anyone
Yeah.
have like a top or anything we can?
A top?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Wake up!
Yeah.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What would you give it, Toby?
7.5.
All right.
I'm
think-
easy to please. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when your favorite movie's, what is it, How to Train Your Dragon? Is
Don't
it?
go there. you want to open that can of worms?
I don't want to open that can. I don't want to open that can of worms. No thanks. No thanks. But yeah, thanks for coming on again.
Yes.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
We'll have to get you back on at some time.
Yep.
We might do a
Always happy to come down.
guess the movie.
Yeah.
That'd be
maybe.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
All
fun.
right, thank you.
That's great. Thanks for having me.
We have a lot more people to get through, so
Yes, we do.
I'll scoot on out.
Yes.
But,
pause that, Toby. Oh well. Well, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yes.
We'll end it. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yep.
Think of that like button. If you enjoy what you watched, subscribe. If you don't like watching YouTube, you like just hearing our beautiful voices.
Yes.
And, you know, the guest voices as well. Not so beautiful. I'm
What?
kidding. I'm joking. It was a joke. It was a joke. Shut up. I'm doing the outro. I was joking. If you don't like to watch YouTube, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks? What do you got going on in your life? Sean Evans type thing, hot ones. Tell the people what you got going on in your life. Yeah.
I just sing and dance all day.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel it's weird. I was waiting for the Barbie movie to come out, and that's been like my whole personality for a while. Yeah, you can back me up here. Yeah.
I'm watching it again.
Are you?
This
Okay, there
week,
you go.
yeah.
Sweet.
That's good.
That's good to hear.
Okay. Catch us next week. I don't know what we'll be doing because
There's no movies.
there's no movies.
Yeah. Sadly.
There's a bit of a
Drinking
drought.
trivia.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a shout.
Maybe.
I'll
Maybe.
come back.
Mm.
Maybe a drinking
Maybe.
trivia. Maybe. It's always a good
As
time.
long as no
It's always-
no vomiting in the car afterwards.
yeah, you want to...
I didn't vomit. I broke my ankle.
Oh, that's funny.
That's tragic.
I saved Toby from a near death as well.
Yeah, I nearly whacked my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I broke my ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
nearly.
not
It
a-
was so bad.
What did you try and do? Like a...
Leap.
Oh, babe.
Oh,
That's funny.
that wasn't my fault though.
Because my shoes were too big.
Oh.
And he was on a hill.
And it was on
You're
a
lucky you had the hard hat on.
Yeah.
You would have smacked your head.
Oh.
You would have smacked your head.
Dude, speaking of smacking heads, I literally caught Toby from falling on the bitumen and like whacking his head because he was the drunkest because he pretty much got every single question wrong.
Yeah.
If you want to watch that video, I'll put it down below, whatever.
Lucky you didn't have any food. It was just like water when you threw up.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
yellow though.
I didn't
Ew.
see it.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but thank you for coming.
That's okay.
Yeah, you should have been there. It was great. No, I'm kidding. But thank you, and I didn't mean it like that. Thank you
Yes.
for coming on. Bye-bye.
See ya.